no.
Why you're not happy? The world is beautiful. Kamfa is beautiful. People are beautiful. School is beautiful. Dancing, music, everything is beautiful.
But the music I listen is sad.
Ah, well, you shouldn't listen to too much sad music because, of course, it'll make you sad. You don't want to be sad. You want to be happy, happy, happy. Boom, chakalaka, laka, boom. Yeah? No? Maybe? What are you playing with?
I play with friends
That's your friend? That little piece of paper?
at school.
Oh, all right. Well, let's do your test today so we don't have to worry about it, Mimi. So, do you want to read to me about the cheerleading or do you want to read to me about crazy times on page 22? Which one would you like to do?
Cheerleading.
Okay. So you know how this works. We've done this several times now. You read, I score your reading pronunciation, and then you tell me about what you read, and I score your use of vocabulary and grammar in speech. And then I'll ask you some questions and stuff so I can make sure you understand what you read or what you have read. So you ready?
Okay.
All right, Mimi, give me your best shot.
Cheerleading is
Cheers, yeah? Cheerleading.
cheerleading is a very popular activity for girls in the USA. Most American secondary schools have got a cheerleading team. They cheer at sports matches at their school. For example, American football and basketball matches. Some teams also enter competition, but is it really a sport? Over 50% of Americans don't think so. Here are the opinions of two American teenagers.
Yeah, all right. So we got Hannah and we got Dan. So what do they say? Let's do Hannah first.
No, I don't think cheerleading is a sport. In my opinion, it's just dancing. The cheerleading entertains the crowd at school, sports events, but they just sports fans in uniforms. At my school, cheerleading is just for girls, and only the pretty girls join the team. In cheerleading competitions, the teams don't score goals or points. Unlike in football or tennis, I think cheerleading is stupid.
Stupid. Okay. What does Dan think? Dan, read Dan.
First of all, cheerleading isn't easy. Some of routines are very difficult. Cheerleaders train a lot, and it's important that they can strong, fit, and healthy, just like other sports people. And they are very skillful. And lots of cheerleading are very good at gymnastics. Also, there are cheerleading competitions. So, of course, it's a sport.
So what do you think? Do you think cheerleading could be a sport? You don't have cheerleading here in Vietnam. I don't think you do. I went to a couple of football games. I didn't see any cheerleaders. Do you have cheerleaders in Vietnam?
No.
No, huh? Have you seen them on TV?
And I don't see it on TV in anywhere.
No, you haven't seen them. All right. So from what you read, what do you think? Do you think that Dan is right, or do you think Hannah's right? Do you think cheerleading should be a sport or not?
I think Dan is right.
That they have to work out and train just like everybody else, and they have competitions. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you about some of the things about what we read, and you tell me what's missing here. So people who go to see sports events, what do we call those people? The people who go to see sport events. What do we call those people?
It's fun.
Yeah, call them fans, spectators, yeah. What do we call the games? Americans usually call it games. I'm going to the football game, but British people and a lot of European people, what do they call it? We're going to go to the what? Football. Or the football. What's another word for game? When two teams play against each other, or two people play against each other in tennis. What do we call it?
Match.
A match. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What do you call all the players on that play the sport together?
It's a team.
It's a team. That's right. Points for somebody scores. Yeah, this is fun again. What do cheerleaders? Okay, so what do the cheerleaders do at these matches, at these sports events? What do they do?
They dance.
Yeah, they usually dance and do different kinds of routines. You can see in the picture, yeah, they're doing all kinds of gymnastic, acrobatic things, people standing on each other and doing flips. And what do you think the purpose? What do you think the reason is? Why do you think they have cheerleading? For what? What's the purpose? What's the reason to have?
I think for fun, for the match.
For the
match.
For the match? But if you're going to go watch a football, okay, let's say you go to a football match, okay? When would you see the cheerleaders? Why do you think the cheerleaders are there? You're already watching the football match, so why would you want to see the cheerleaders? What do you think?
Can you ask again?
What?
Can you ask again?
Yeah, okay, so you go to the football match, right? You go to Hanoi and you go see Team Vietnam play Team Malaysia, and then there's cheerleaders there. But you're watching football. So when would you see the cheerleaders? For what reason? Why do you think they're there? It's a bit of a tough question because they don't talk about it. But I'm wondering if you understand why they're there. What's the purpose of the cheerleading teams? It's kind of the same purpose as a mascot. Sometimes you see someone dress up. Let's say the team is named after a bird, and then there's someone who dresses up in a big bird, a mascot. What does he do? It's for the downtimes. It's to get people excited, like when there's a commercial or there's a break or a timeout. And then that's when they usually perform to keep the people interested in the show so they don't get bored. That's usually what they're doing. You know, at break time, halftime, they do their routine so you have something to watch. Usually it's stuff like that. So how is cheerleading different from sports like tennis or football? Why is it different? Some people say it's a sport, some people say it's not. So how is it different from tennis or football?
because they're just sports fans in uniform.
Because there's what? Say again?
Just sports fans in uniform.
Sports fans in uniform. Oh, okay. That's what Dan or Hannah says. They're just fans in uniforms, like special fans or something like that. My question is, how is it different? Because you agreed with Dan. You said that, yeah, it is a sport because they have to train and they do difficult acts and routines. But it's not the same as playing football or playing tennis. So how is it different? How is it different?
The teams don't score goals or points.
Yeah, that's the biggest difference. They don't play against someone. They don't score points like that. So they're like gymnastics, for example, or maybe figure skating. If they go to cheerleading competitions, they have to do their routines. Then they would have judges, yeah, would score them 1 to 10, and that's how they would get points to win competitions. Yeah, okay. So many cheerleaders are very good at another sport. Some people call it an activity as well, but it's in the Olympics. What are many cheerleaders good at?
The cheerleaders so good at dance and gymnastics.
Yeah, they're very good at gymnastics as well. So do you think they would make good dancers?
Yes, very good.
Yeah, they probably would be really good dancers, yeah. Would you like to try cheerleading?
I think no, because sometimes it's hard for me. I just try it.
You would try it, but you like to sing and dance, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you would probably like it. I think you'd probably like it. All right, Lily, that was really good. Not a very difficult reading, but you did good. No worries. Okay, we can zoom back to Mars base. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.